Hello and welcome. In today's video, I am very excited to cover Etalus, and just the reason I'm really excited is because I have new audio equipment that I'm testing out, working with for the first time. So far it seems fantastic, and that just means I'm no longer relying on my headset for audio. So Etalus, honestly, one of the most straightforward rivals. And instead of clicking practice, I'm going to hop on ladder and test this deck out and explain this ability, hopefully against a real player, a real opponent, as opposed to the AI. So Etalus, when played, any card, any creature that Etalus captures becomes frozen, which will turn off any activated abilities. There's even a tooltip for it. I wonder if I can find it. There we go. So when played, Etalus freezes any cards he can capture. And then those cards can't activate any abilities anymore, but their elements still count for power-up and avatar, which honestly makes Etalus not boring, in my opinion, but it does mean that with Etalus, most of the time, you are going to be playing one of those two archetypes, the most common being avatar. Because you can easily lock in and secure yourself, freeze these fodder cards, these low-cost, low-power cards of different elements, and then you can kind of just play powerful avatar after powerful avatar because you've got those other elements locked in. So it can be very strong if it works out. I'll give it to a minute 30. And then we'll just go ahead and play against the AI. So I'm going to be playing an avatar version, and when I'm playing Etalus, I kind of want to, in the Etalus Ditto, it's actually very different because you don't want to give your opponent the opportunity to freeze two cards at once. So basically this deck that I'm playing with, I have an air, water, and fire avatar, which means the first element that I really want to lock in is grass, is earth. And so right there, that plus and minus 6 on this upper hand, it doesn't show you it in history, so you have to pay attention for it right there. That tells me that my opponent's playing all 6 of those cards are air elements, which means there's a good chance that there's an ally card in there. So that makes this a little bit risky, but I'm still gonna do it. Yeah. So, with an upper hand and an ally out of the way, I wonder what the next step is, because I really want to lock in this card. So I'm just going to play that there. It's not really going to accomplish much, it's just going to be weak and easy to be recaptured. Against a human opponent, this is very risky, as they might just kind of notice this pattern and try to shut me off of being able to capture those. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. And the reason I'm not worried right now is because he can't capture that card. The AI, my opponent, if they don't own that card, then I don't have to worry about that threat. See, this is where it'd be really good to be able to activate some of these avatars, but this feels like a pretty strong play to me. Just those two feel pretty safe. There we go. And then probably most importantly, yeah, we lock in that earth tile, and you see both the avatars come online. So when you're playing against Etalus, you want to, if you can, avoid giving Etalus what you'd see in what you call a double freeze. It's really not the end of the world. If it does happen, it can be really hard to avoid. And as playing Etalus, you're most of the time looking for an opportunity where you can freeze 2 of these cards. And that's really like Etalus deck's very simple ability, very straightforward. These blocks of ice, they can be pushed like regular cards pulled and pushed, but beyond that, there's no interacting with them. And that's how Etalus' ability works. Again, you can play whatever kind of deck you want, but the most popular, the most common definitely is an Avatar type deck.